Started. All right. So this is Ann Toback. I'm the CEO of the Workers Circle. I am thrilled to be here with the great Mary-Louise Parker, and you'll have to introduce the pup.
Oh, Ramon, this is Ramon.
Oh my God, Ramon is
He
beautiful,
needs some attention. He's a rescue and he's new, but yeah.
spectacularly cute, the cuteness overload, and another dog for voter rights.
Yes.
We
Oh,
take
definitely.
we take two-legged and four-legged advocates today. So let me just introduce Mary-Louise Parker for those of you who may not have seen her in something, although I question who you are and where you're living. So she is a Tony, Emmy, and Golden Globe award-winning actress. She's been in Weeds, Angels in America, The West Wing, Red Sparrow, Red and Red 2, Fried Green Tomatoes, The Client, Boys on the Side, Red Dragon, and a lot of other shows. She's written for Esquire, The New York Times, Hemispheres, O Magazine, and others. And her book, Dear Mr. You, was included on the San Francisco Chronicle's list of best books of the year and translated into multiple language. And Mary-Louise lives in New York City with her two children and a pup. So welcome, Mary-Louise. And if you could tell us a bit what brings you here as we make calls to voters in voter suppression states, particularly we're right now calling North Carolina.
Yeah. Um, I just, my dad fought in three wars, I guess, starting with
Wow.
World War II, and was just the epitome of an American to me, and never got as many opportunities as he might have because he enlisted at the age of 19, but or maybe he was 18. But regardless, he was an autodidact. Everything he knew, he learned himself, and he was very, very interested in politics and would shout at the TV. And my mother also very different from my father, but I remember she voted in the last election before she died. And it was very important to her to vote. And it is like, it's one of the things that we have it's a gift in this country that we are supposed to be able to um, enlist uh, our opinions and our passions, however they may lie or however they may fall, and um, and vote and stand behind what we believe, and we should be able to respect one another no matter where those um, feelings lie. And we all have friends who have very different belief systems than us, but I still believe that everyone has that right. And the fact that certain people are being denied that right, or that right is being obfuscated somehow so that it just isn't as clear, is just something that would have made my dad really furious.
I
So
bet.
and I think being on the West Wing, he was so proud of me. He was a judge, and I would have to call him to ask the most basic questions. I really won't tell you how dumb I am politically, but I was really proud to have been on that show and what it represented. And I think that today is about those same things. And I'm really, really, really happy to be here.
I love it. And
I
I
wish
just
I
want
was in New York and not in Nova Scotia, but
well,
torturing children in a Stephen King movie. So what can you do?
amazing or
Make a
not,
living.
I don't know. It's pretty cool. But I want to just say for everyone, I've been rewatching The West Wing for the last month and a half, and as we're fighting on the front lines now for our democracy, it's inspirational to kind of watch it. It's sort of like a bomb, BALM,
Uh,
to
mhm.
really it's watching the different characters and of course the incredible dialogue and acting. It's been
And the
fun.
score, that score is so patriotic. That Snuffy
So
Walden's like
wonderful.
beginning tones of that is so I don't know, it's so moving to me and reminds me of what this country can and should
That's
be.
it. We're really trying to get people to the poll. We're not trying. We're getting people to the polls. We're making sure people in North Carolina know about the voter ID rules and how what they need to bring with them so that they can effectively vote. And it's about voting your values and being able to cast your ballot for a democracy. I've been saying voting's my superpower. It really is all of our superpowers. And so often, like we joke about it, we're like, well, what would your superpower be? The truth is, if you believe in democracy, voting is a real one, and we really can exercise it, and it's fun. I mean, I just voted yesterday, and it felt great. And I'll just share that at my polling station, every time a first time voter came to the front, and it happened a few times while I was there, everyone started to cheer. And I think that's America. Oh, and I see Tracy from the Center for Common Ground. West Wing is the bomb and also da bomb. So true. So, but it's one of those shows that particularly now, as we're doing so much, it's fun to switch it on and just sort of enter that fantasy world. And so thank you, Mary-Louise, for being a part of that
Yeah,
and so many other great shows that keeps us
thank
moving
you.
forward.
Yeah, I
Um,
think a lot of people in this country don't know. I mean, I've spent time in a lot of countries where there is actual election fraud, and there is, there are, you don't know what your vote uh, weighs, what its currency is. And the fact that we do have this system is something that we should protect and celebrate. So I thank you for letting me be a part
Oh,
of it.
it's wonderful. And this isn't the end. It's the beginning for um, of another year of activism because post-election, no matter who's elected, we're going to be fighting for the passage of the John Lewis Voter Advancement Act. And ultimately, what we want, and I hope sooner rather than later, is a country where voting is easy, where people don't have to get intricate instructions on how to overcome obstacles. I was just in Norway, and people there couldn't believe how that we would have obstacles because they make it super easy for everyone to cast their
Oh,
ballot.
do
And
they?
yeah, it was really we were comparing
Why
notes.
is it, how is it easy there? Like, what do they do that you
It,
think?
they automatically register people when they get like driver's license and other ways. It's super easy to register. It's very simple to go vote. People are there's no ops. It's the same for everyone. Their votes are counted. They don't have there hasn't been any real pushback about the election integrity. It's just presumed that it's going to be honest and people go and vote and
Hmm.
that's where we should be. And I believe we're going to get there. So right now it's incredible. Where you'll probably hear a count in a few minutes how many thousand voters we've contacted just today. I know on behalf of the Workers Circle, we've contacted over 1.5 million voters so far this season
It's
and
amazing.
given them this key information. But we're with the Center for Common Ground. I think Andrea can tell us. I mean, they're in the millions, and it's just it. This is what democracy looks like, and we'll keep
I agree.
working until next time I talk to a Norwegian, I'll say, yeah, it's really easy to vote in the United States too. So. All right, so now I think we're going to do a quick training. Perhaps is Gabe back in? Andrea, are we? Oh, Gabe, there you are. Are you going to give us an update?
We have made over 5,200 calls today into North Carolina, this group of people. So thank you all. Yeah.
And
And
thank you, Mary-Louise. I didn't thank you just for being a part of this and helping to. I know some
Yeah.
people just jumped on to get to see you and get started with their own calls.
Well, I'm really grateful to everyone doing this work and that you let me be a part of it.